Hey guys, how's it going? Um, so I added some. Welcome. It's Tuesday night. Um, I want to see something right now. Alright, so I'm trying something new and I don't think it works. It should work for Twitch. But, hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so let me get settled for a minute. I didn't get what I needed done in the 5 minutes. So, but here's what I'm working on. I started working on her, I think Saturday. She's the Ringtail Survivor Variant from Kingdom Death, and she's pretty cool. I worked on her a little bit more after my stream. I got her eyes mostly done. I don't know. Every time I looked at them, I found something wrong with them, so I might just leave them as is and move on with my life. Hey, Spotted Painter, what's going on? Just, trying to get things rolling. It's been a busy day. Very busy day. How'd your stream go? I tuned in for about 10-15 minutes of it in the beginning and the end. Your video is super clear and did a good job of explaining what you were doing. That's top. It's a good thing. Awesome. The only if I may say, I think the only thing is I might look into your audio a little bit. I had to turn everything up all the way and hold to my ear to hear you. So I don't know if that's something you might want to look into. But that was the only thing I could critique on. Everything else was perfect. So, I was working on this lady's skin a little bit after my stream, and I think I made her look too pale. So I think I'm going to add some final highlights and then glaze her down a little bit. She's way too pale for my liking. I wanted a little bit more going on. Yeah, it's like I added the shadows. I added blue in the shadows, which I do a lot, and then I lined it. But I'm not used to painting such thick characters that, like, I didn't quite know how to treat such thickness. So I'm gonna add some final lights and then I think I'm gonna glaze it down from there. I'm also gonna get her picture out. I forgot to get that, so hold on. I built those shelves that you can see behind me this weekend. It's my whip shelves. That was actually, I put them up yesterday while I was playing hooky from work. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do that. I was mainly using the Rosy Skin Triad from to make her. So let me get that all together. So I'm gonna use the Rosy Skin highlight and go up and then just bring it down, because I learned I'm better at bringing things down than I am at bringing things up. I know most people seem to work the opposite, but everyone's different, I suppose. Let's get this rolling. I get my Sprite open because sugar. Going down is easier, but I'm not crazy. That's good. There's a lot of painters that I watch that go, they paint their model the darkest color that it'll ever be. They paint starting with the shadow, and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm the opposite. I gotta start way, way, way up and then just go down. I forgot who it was that did that, but I just found it mind-boggling. So I've got some real thin rosy skin highlight here that I'm just gonna add to her. And of course I've got junk on the tip of my brush because I don't clean them like I should. And then I think what I'm going to do is glaze it over with the rosy shadow and then go down a notch from there as well. We'll see. Yes, white. I try to avoid white. I caught your little bit about white during your stream. Like part of it I was watching with no audio because I was in the break room at work and I didn't want to bother anybody. But at the same time I was like, you know, I don't care. I kind of try to hide my painting identity at work. No one really knows about it. I did her breast and her breasts and her face so far. And these hips, I think, are what are screwing with me the most. They are insane. Okay, good, awesome. It seemed like it was an easy fix. Like the quality of the audio wasn't bad at all. It was just the volume. Are you using what are you using to stream with? Okay. I don't have any experience with OBS. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. I know there's another. I'm really a noob to all of this. It's like every day is something I'm learning from it. Oh, okay. I'm currently trying to build a chatbot. Like I have a chatbot, but I don't know how to tell people that I have a chatbot. And I don't know how to tell people what my commands for the chatbot are. Instead of me just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, it'll tell you what I'm painting, what I'm drinking, how I have a counter for how many times I drop things, but I don't know how to tell people to utilize those tools. They're supposed to just be fun little tools while you're interacting with the chat. You know, nothing. So, it's just a whole thing. But I'm not too worried until I at least reach affiliate. It's hard to reach affiliate right now because I feel like the only time I get views are when I'm off of work and I stream at near regular time. It's like my shift is preventing me from, my work shift is making it a little difficult for me to get views. So I'm just gonna try and keep rolling with this midnight thing. And hopefully people are awake at midnight my time, or any time. I am a machinist. So I've been a machinist for the past 9 years. I love it. I love every part of it. But my shift just sucks. It sucks for anything like this. Especially who's awake on a weeknight Tuesday at midnight. I mean, you're awake on a weeknight Tuesday at midnight, but still. So I added that highlight. It's really hard to see. So here we go. Let's go down. Bring it down. Did you finish that ogre up? I think when I left the chat, you were starting the base. Almost there. Almost there. Do you blackline a lot? I know you mentioned something about that. And do you normally do it at the end like that? Just genuinely curious. So I got the rosy shadow. I mixed it with water, and now I'm looking for my glaze medium. There it is. Okay. That's cool. I do a little bit. I did it on her, but for some reason, I was trying out a new color, and it was Vallejo Game Color Skin Wash, and I didn't realize it was like orange, so she's outlined in orange right now, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Alright, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this here. I'm going to knock over all my paint, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. So I'm not going to do this rosy shadow glaze 100%, but I am going to try to do it to blend some stuff in, bring my colors down a little bit. Definitely pull it into the recesses, but not all the way. I don't want to cover up my blue shadows that I added. But it's thin enough to hopefully just create a filter. She's too pale. Way too pale. She's like reflecting light. This will help even out the blues that I added. I think I did a little bit of reds for blush too. If anyone watching doesn't know, I'm currently running a giveaway. All you gotta do is go check out my latest Instagram post, and you will learn all about my giveaway. Pretty simple. I'm doing 2 categories because I seem to have 2 different types of followings. I seem to get the Warhammer crowd, and then I get the RPG board game crowd. So I figured I'd please both of them and give you guys what you want. So I got you all you gotta do is comment whether you want Warhammer or RPG, and tag a friend. And then if you win, you can pick a Warhammer blister up to a $35 value cost, and I'll buy it, and I will paint it for you, and I will send it to you. Same thing with RPG minis. If you just pick something from the Dark Sword site or Reaper Miniatures or site along the lines of those two, I'll buy it and I'll send it to you. And paint it, I mean. So I really hope you guys give me some cool stuff to paint, because that's what I want. Hey, Gypsian, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You can see my lovely Tina gif there. So while this glaze is drying, I say we start working on this yellow. This yellow needs some cleaning up. I think I was using this ogre skin. Was I using this ogre skin? Yeah. That glaze will take a little bit. I didn't apply it very thick, so it shouldn't take that long, but you never know. The glaze. Glazes are finicky. I'm just gonna make sure my Facebook is still working here, because hold on. Oh, I added something. Yo, I'm gonna comment as myself. Oh, okay, it's still working. Alright. You never know. Because one time I was painting, obviously, and Facebook disconnected, but Twitch kept going. So I try to keep all my viewers happy. Try. Howdy at work, we'll let stream run in my pocket. Thank you for the lurk, Kristen. I can always appreciate you for lurking. I really need those lurks right now, trying to reach affiliate here. Hey, Walter Bloodsaw, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. And thank you. It's looking great. I appreciate it. She's kind of in her awkward stage right now. She's being an awkward teenager, as I call it. But thank you. And Walter, thank you for your continuous support. I appreciate it. Especially sharing the giveaway in my live videos. It's much appreciated. If you're not if you're new, I am currently running a giveaway. So head over to my Instagram or my Facebook to enter. Ooh, there's like almost 200 entries right now. The more entries, the more winners. I'm applying this ogre skin over the yellows. This will take a few coats. I'm trying to keep it thin so it doesn't get all chalky on me. Still got that glaze skin drying, but it gave her some much needed sheen, which I like. Be dry in a few minutes. You guys are awesome. Today my page like totally blew up from my giveaway, and it's been stressful. I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I can't paint all of this. So I'm just trying to gauge how much how far apart to set my milestones. My current milestone is 250, and the way it's going, I think I'll reach it overnight. And if that happens, I think I'll make the next milestone. We'll go for 400. I think that sounds good. 400 entries. We'll just see how crazy it gets, how much you guys make me paint for you. Just make me broke and make me work. What are you doing? Are you coming to join? Are you gonna join? Glaze will be dry any second now. It's still shiny. Cool. Is anyone else painting right now? If you are, feel free to drop what you're working on. I like to include everyone as much as possible. And I like to chit chat. I like, hey, what are you doing? Hi. That's Drax, if you're a new viewer. He likes to hang out on my chair while I paint. And he likes to give me kisses. My boyfriend and I always joke that if we open commission services together, which he would like to do, he would like to offer like converting and building services because he's really good at that stuff. And then I will paint. We always say that Drax would be our mascot. And we would rename the studio to something about Drax because he's a good boy. Was working on War Machine Kirk's Bane Riders. Let me look those up because I don't know much about War Machine. So hold on a minute. War Machine Kirk Bane Riders. Oh, those guys are cool. I like those. Are you painting them in the standard scheme that I'm seeing now? Probably. I like those. Those are cool. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this glaze is, the first layer of the glaze is done. Now we're gonna go down even more with it and add it kind of as a deeper shadow. The 2 layers of the glaze. I'm just gonna be doing about 30% less coverage here. This is really my first real Kingdom Death mini with this amount of skin showing. The other one I painted was actually like fully clothed, so I don't get this much skin experience, which is sad because it's my favorite to paint. After this one dries, I'm going to go down to a different color and keep bringing it down. And just kind of keep working between the yellow and the glaze while stuff is drying. Although I think I can work with a thicker paint here. Hey, bug. You're a good boy. Damn. I'm sorry about my my out of date follower goal at the bottom of the screen. I was gonna change it before I went live today, but I totally forgot. So I'll get a new counter starting next time I go live. Which my running theme is going live at midnight. I just don't have days. I just kind of go when I feel like it. Walter is asking, what games do I play? I play D&D 5th edition. I'm currently in a bi-weekly game. We're going through, we finished up Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we are going through Dungeons of the Mad Mage. I'm playing my second character in that campaign. He is a wood elf druid. And then I also play Warhammer 40k, and I've got an Age of Sigmar army. We don't play a lot right now, but I have it and I love it. And then I've got a few board games, but I wouldn't say I play board games that much. I like sticking to the wargaming and the RPG, because I don't like learning all the different rules for all the different board games. That's honestly no lie. That's why. But I buy them if they have miniatures, because I have a problem. Real big problem. I'm sorry that I chose yellow as like this main color, because probably excruciating to watch me paint because it requires so many coats. But it is what it is. I just can't wait to start detailing this yellow once I get a solid coat down. I never got into Warhammer, but some of the older minis are cool. Warhammer's fun. I like it. I'm not very good at it. I'm not strategic at all. But it's cool. The only thing that kind of drives me nuts is sometimes it reminds me of a mobile phone game where the more money you put into it, the more likely you are to win with brand new stuff. So that gets a little irritating because it just seems like the brand new stuff is always what's currently winning. But that and with the constant changing of the rules, I get just a little frustrated. So we don't play it that much. My boyfriend's way more into it. Oh, the Dark Sorceress on Cold One is awesome. You should totally get her. I play a Daughters of Cain slash, well, Daughters of Cain mainly, but that's a Dark Elves model, and it's awesome. I think you should get her. How much is it going for? I know sometimes those can go for a bit. I won't outbid you, I promise. I've got enough on my plate. Alright, let's go darker. We'll add a little bit of brown to this glaze I've got going on. We'll see if this is what I need. $30, that's not bad. See, I added, oh, you can't see it. My face is in front. I added brown to my rosy shadow. Because I added that paint, it's a little bit thicker, so I'll add some more water here. And this should be a nice shadow glaze going on. We'll see. Add that to her belly area here. And then under here. I just got a Death Dealer on horseback from... Oh, okay, cool. I don't know that model offhand. I know Deathbringer. I think that's a different model. So I'm adding this more browned shadow into her skin, hoping it does what I want it to do, to add some more contrast. Because for a while she was just looking like kind of like a white girl. I wanted a little bit more interesting than that. I'm not always for perfect smooth blends though. Not really my style. Which kind of helps me because it's harder to do. I'm just trying to make her look nice though. And I will not lie in saying that she has been a challenge for me. Does look good. Thank you. Yeah, she really has been a challenge for me in getting... It's mainly her body shape that's making me struggle a little bit. She's very thick and a little unrealistic. I think just going down this one extra tone helps. And then I'll do a liner of Agrax Earthshade. And then I think I'll be happy. I'll work on her hair. I'm tired of this yellow. This yellow is like excruciating. Hey, is it Gypsy Jan? Yeah, sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. I use a nice combination. A lot of the detail work you've been seeing me do is done with broken toed brushes, which have been discontinued. Sad. Very sad. And then I've got my cheapo collection of hobby brushes for random things. Oh, this is not a cheapo. I should take that out of there. Just random synthetic hobby brushes. And then I've also used Rosemary & Co. Series 33 for detailing, which are also Kolinsky Sable. So, but the difference you can see, here's a size 2 Broken Toad next to a size 2 Kolinsky Sable. You can see the Broken Toad has a little bit of a thinner. This is the Broken Toad, the light handle. They actually look pretty similar. This one seems to, it looks more worn because I use it a lot. They have softer bristles and they kind of give a little bit more. But then the Rosemary & Co. Series 33 are more stiff. And they do hold a very nice point. But this is also a lot newer than this. If I washed this, it would probably look just about the same. The biggest difference I know is that the Broken Toads they have more give, and the Rosemary & Co.'s are more stiff. That's really what I've noticed between working with them. I mainly go to my Broken Toads just because I'm used to them, but since they're discontinued, I'd say the Rosemary & Co.'s would be my next go-to. I don't have any other sable brushes. Walter, I don't agree with that. Because if you're not gonna get better if you're not using better tools. Does that make sense? Like, if you're trying to do perfect highlighting and blending with a cheap synthetic brush, it's actually going to be a lot harder for you than it would a nice Kolinsky Sable brush. The key is to know what to do with your brushes. Like, if you've got this cheap hobby brush from the store that clearly says China on it, use that for your base coating and your messy stuff. When you've got a nice brush, you know that that is for your fine detailing. And that way these will last longer and you'll get better results. I used to be that person though, so I know where you're coming from. Well, like when I first started, I was like, man, I can't buy these nice brushes until I get better. But in some sense, these brushes help you get better. You know, you got to use just the right tools for the right projects. Oh, she came disattached from her base. That's why she's moving. Disattached. I don't think that detached was probably what I should have said, but the color that I'm using for the greens is Deep Forest Skin by Nocturna / Vallejo. This is for her hair. Just doing this also while that glaze I did is drying. Glazing is slow and I hate doing it on stream, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get something done, I guess. I'll just keep picking away at her. Oh, you don't paint too much because of Parkinson's? Did you used to paint a lot? Is it something that, like, kinda, I don't know much. Is this something that kinda happened? Or got worse over time? That sucks. I'm sorry. Can't really offer much input there. I know I'm off camera. Just trying to get these hair angles correct. Oh. 3 strokes, that's rough. Wow. It's good that you're okay though. Trying to achieve a yellow to green blend on her stockings here. Just to kind of off balance the yellow. Keep the green on top and keep the green on the bottom there. I also like to sculpt. Oh, that's awesome. You know, that's something I have not tried, but I'm terrified to even think about trying, is sculpting. I'm just, no thank you. Absolutely no thank you. I'm gonna take a quick break after I do this. I will be lining her skin with Agrex Earthshade. No, Reichland Flesh Shade. Reichland. And thinning it with a little bit of medium here. be a nice little liner. Kind of separate the skin details from the clothing details. Basically 50-50 Reichland and Lamy and medium mix. Like I said earlier, I accidentally did the skin wash by Vallejo and I don't like it because it looks orange. And skin is not orange. I don't know why they called it a skin wash. You can get Sculpey from Walmart and start with something easy like a cat, then you bake them and paint him. I don't know. I think it's just because it's a whole other aspect of the hobby that I don't think I could do. Like, I'm not good at creating things, which is why I like to paint miniatures. Like, when I was in high school, I used to draw. I was never really, like, great at it, but I loved doing it. With miniatures, I don't have to create something. It's already there. And I just fill in the colors. I think I'm way better at doing. So I'm liking what this is doing. Adding that contrast I was desperately looking for. I'll look into it one day. Definitely definitely not ruling sculpting out. I just know it will be a challenge for me to pick up. Like, I picked up painting the second I started learning how to do it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this a thing. And I made it a thing. Almost done adding this thin down flesh shade. Kind of adding it into recesses and treating it as a liner. So looking okay. But at this point I am kind of tired of painting this skin. Not gonna lie. I think I'm just gonna move on with life and call it a lesson learned. Or I'm just being a little too critical here. You're good, thanks. I think what I need to do is, here, let's look at it under black. The black mouse is all I've got. Yeah, she really doesn't look that bad. It's just, yeah, break time. It's just hard for me to get the contrast that I want on a pale skin tone, you know? Because here's her art card. She's pale. Like, that's kind of what I want. So, alright, I'll be right back. I'll be less than under 3 minutes. Thank you guys. BRB. Hey, I'm back. See you later, Walter. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Hold on, I gotta look at her from different angles here. All right. Bring back the rosy skin a little bit. I'll be finalizing up this skin tone here. Just got a few quirks to fix. As you can see, I am struggling with this skin tone tonight. Things aren't always sunshine and rainbows here. Sunshine and rainbow. So, doing a little bit of finalizing because I have finally reached that point where I don't care, I'm moving on. You ever just reach that point where you're just done fussing with something? And you're just like, screw it, it's done? Well, that's where I'm at. Because this is very challenging to me. And I gotta figure out something that works. Just by trial and error, really. As long as you're not sitting back there laughing at me, then it's all good. Don't laugh at me. Alright, and then Rosy highlight. Where are you? Where are you? There she is. Crazy. Don't judge. So this is super thin now. Hey, Bug. Doing, Bug. Oh, you brought me dead rats? Oh my, what are you doing? No, 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 no. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. No, no, no. Jump up there. That's your spot. There you go. Good boy. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Oh, my cat is so distracting. distracting. No. Stay still. Lay down. I can't paint if you're not staying still, dude. Get down. There you go. No, we're not doing this. Oh. He has an obsession with my brushes. Speaking of which, I have a command for me going off topic about my cats. You ready for it? Are you ready? It goes like this. And if you ever see me talking about my cats, you can do this. And I want that counter to go up, 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 up. But don't spam it, because then I'll have to get rid of it. I want it to be accurate-ish. Alright. Let's get this yellow rolling. Time to work on the yellow. Because I give up on the skin. Not a fan of it, but at this point, it's move on or start over. And I don't like to strip minis and start over. So let's move on. And that is my bot. If you're on Twitch right now, Katie Gnome Bot is my bot because I love gnomes. And my logo is a gnome. So it was only appropriate that my bot was a gnome. I'm trying so hard to get this solid yellow, but it just doesn't want to be a solid yellow. It just wants to be a disaster. Another thing I'm about to say, screw it and move on with. This whole miniature is just a mess for me. Although, I think the challenge is good for me. As frustrated as I may seem, I think it's a good thing. It's me seeking and finding areas for improvement. More ochre skin. This should, I think, be the last coat. Because it's starting to get there. And whatever isn't there will get there between me detailing it. I just need a solid foundation first. I think this might be the winter coat. While it's drying, I'll start working on some of the other leathers, I think. Alright, so we got Dark Umber, which is my favorite brown in the whole wide world, by Pro Acro. If anyone is watching right now who doesn't currently know, I'm running a giveaway on my Instagram and my Facebook, which are both listed on the bottom right side of my stream. You can win some free painted stuff. Go check it out. I love to paint stuff for free. I try and run giveaways as regularly as my wallet allows me to. And there's got to be good enough reason. This reason is for 1,000 giveaways or 1,000 followers on Twitch. Or no, on Instagram. I am not that well known on Twitch. Twitch is new for me. So Instagram. But I am allowing entries through Facebook as well because I started on Facebook. And I seem to reach a lot more, even with less followers. Facebook is better for me for reaching. So feel free to check out one of my pages and join. The more entries, the more winners, basically. People keep entering, that's why I keep looking over at my phone. Let me look at a picture here. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was gross. Falling asleep. Falling asleep here. Fair. Like the brown. Cats roll, dogs drool. That is 100% true, Kristen. I am also allergic to dogs, so I try to stay away from them. But I also have an unhealthy obsession with my cats. So this yellow in the artwork that I'm looking at is shadowed with a green. So I'm gonna try and keep that look because I like that look. And I have just the perfect color for it. it's going to be this is a little too blue. Let's see what this green ink does. I haven't even used it before. I want to see how green it is. Alright, so that is a true green. Like that. That's green. I'm gonna add some medium to it. I'm gonna add some Seraphim Sepia to it. I'm gonna mix it all together. My fingers are sticking together. And it still looks green. Alright, a little bit more Seraphim Sepia then. Just wanted a little bit more brown behind it. Let's see what this does. We'll test it right here. And that's basically what I want. The green that doesn't change the yellow too much. And it's also perfect for this blend that I'm trying to make here on the stockings. And this will go everywhere that's yellow. Oh shoot, that's not supposed to be green. Oh no! Get rid of the tea stain quick. Perfect. Ooh, though. Oh, now it's on her boob. Shoot. We'll let that dry and then fix that later. And try not to do it again. Just be a little bit more careful. Once this dries, I'm gonna go into the deeper recesses of the yellow and shade it with more of a brown to get rid of that green a little bit. She's really starting to look better ever since I stopped messing with her skin, which maybe meant it was time to move on. Trying to avoid screwing her skin up now. Okay. That is all of the yellow. Really starting to look decent now. Alright. Let's give this hair some attention. My hands are getting stuck to my mat. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. And how I'm doing it. Alright. Got some straight Seraphim Sepia here. I'm going to be depositing it into the deeper recesses of her yellow stuff. That way it doesn't really look yellow-green. Fun, 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 fun. anyone here is new to watching me, I try to take a very illustrative stance with a lot of my painting. Realism is not really my thing, so you will never really see perfect blends and really perfect anything. I like things, I like it when things look like they're painted, which is not against anybody at all in their styles. Just I like to see the brush strokes. I love it all. So that's what you'll see out of my work most of the time. Especially when I take pictures of, or close-up pictures of the stuff I make. That's what you'll see the most. Is that I try to go for effects like that. I'm falling asleep though, so I'm gonna call this stream short and pick it back up tomorrow. Probably work on her some more tomorrow night. During the day, I've been doing commissions, and then at night I've been doing streams, which I'm gonna try and keep to personal projects. We'll see how it works out. Well, I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you for tuning in, and if you're a new follower, due to my giveaway, I appreciate it. Thank you, and I hope I can keep you around, because I'm someone that wants to grow, and I'm trying to grow and do better and get more people in the hobby and spread the love. Alright, have a good night.